lack of desire for that of conception.
Okay.
If the entities would not want that of the child, this is a prayer. All prayers are answered, you know. See?
Is vasectomy generally advisable for a means of birth control? Specifically, under what conditions should it be avoided?
It's an excellent method of what you would call birth control. What should be avoided is the male who would suddenly consider himself the rampant bull that would love to attempt the act of impregnation with as many females that would come to his fold, knowing full well that there would be protection. If it is consummated in order to fulfill the act of lust, then it is a sinful aspect indeed, and this will be met either in this lifetime or in others. However, if it is simply to satisfy that of the wishes of both, in this there is no sin. See?
Is there anything you can offer in the way of those men who suddenly have terrible psychological repercussions from having vasectomies?
This is as a shattering of the small I am, the ego. For you see, it is natural to be that of a creator or co-creator with that of God. And when that of the ego is the larger part of the record of the entity feels the larger part has been shattered, the ego. And this is true. But that of the greater part, of course, has not been touched upon. But those who are mired in this frame of mind do so because they feel they have failed in their ability to create on all levels. And again, this is largely the sin that has been handed down in the form of religious tenets. For that biological clock must tick for all in that of the physical form. And there would be those urges that are natural and that arise in any and all and simply should be satisfied. It is this portion of the world primarily where they have been taught to feel sin in the sharing through that of physical congress. But this clock would tick, and when the alarm rings, it would behoove all if they could seek out in an act of love the satisfaction of the release of these creative urges. Now, if this is not possible, then ye enter the holies of holies as a meditation, and let that of the kundalini yet rise. And this will open certain centers within that of the physical form that will enable the entity to gain greater awareness of his or her relationship with God. The psychological effect is that of ego that is being shattered. And if it is being shattered, best that it should. For ego is that separates man from God. For ego is of self, and self is the only sin. See?
I am assuming then this would also be the same case for those women who have psychological repercussions from hysterectomy.
As of the same. See?
You spoke of love being giving and lust being taking. Is then lust considered a sin?
As up to the same, certainly, always has been and always will be. Love is seeking to satisfy another. Lust is seeking to satisfy self. And self is the only sin, see?
Concerning abortion, please give us an in-depth discourse which you consider would be most timely and beneficial to the greatest number of people with the time available before this channel's body becomes depleted.
This has been given. See?
Thank you. We have no more questions at this time.
Then awaken the physical form, please, for it is becoming depleted.
Please remove all negative influences from this entity now.
Done.
Allow the body to become completely relaxed.
It is.
Allow any further healing which may take place to take place now.
That could be accepted has been accepted.
Please awaken now, feeling completely refreshed and relaxed.